I had literally just gotten it, and then the worst thing that could have happened, happened. Howdy y'all, I'm Charlie, the pinkest wolf you know. Welcome to my channel. Today, in reference to the title, I want to talk about the not so fun parts about owning a fursuit. Unexpected repairs are in fact not very fun. I have had to have one before, which I'll explain in a moment. Now, owning a fursuit. How do I feel about owning a fursuit? Okay, it's actually like the coolest thing ever. I'm really wanting to avoid just being super negative about owning this fantastic piece of carpet because I really think it's a pretty amazing thing. Rather, I want to paint a more complex picture about what it's like to own one of these things, you know? There's nuance here. So I've had Charlie since June and I've worn him like several days a week ever since I got him. I of course make YouTube videos, but I also make TikToks. You should follow me. I post up to Twitter, also follow me there. And maybe sometimes post something to Instagram. While we're here, feel free to like and subscribe. Maybe hit the bell if you want to do it. Only if you want to do it. So yeah, I wanted a fursuit since I went to my first con, basically. However, up until like this year, I've never really had the money to make it happen. At the beginning of this year, pre-COVID, I found myself in a position where I was able to do it wisely. So I commissioned a local-ish maker who made Charlie like super fast. I mean, the turnaround was just like a few months. I talk about that a little bit more in this video. You can imagine my excitement whenever I drove to the Houston area to pick him up. Like, I'd wanted a fursuit so bad. I liked so many fursuit photos. I had friends with suits. I consumed lots of fursuit content and did tons of research. I mean, I was thrilled to make that drive to pick Charlie up. Now, this happened in June in the midst of the uncontrolled spread of COVID. My maker and I did a socially distant meetup, so that was fine. But I couldn't like do an unboxing with my friends the way I wanted to because of COVID, which is a little sad, but I found a way to do it safely. So when I got home, I hopped on my Discord server with all my friends and we did a little virtual unboxing. It was actually a mix of my furry friends and my non-furry friends, and it was like really great. It was such an amazing feeling putting Charlie on for the first time and like seeing myself in the mirror. Like, really great. Okay, so where does the downside come into play? Well, let me tell you. Basically, one of my friends wanted to do like a private video chat later where we could both be in suit and just, you know, talk. Very fun, very socially distant, very cool. Well, I decided to do full suit. Though I hadn't really full suited that much in my life up to that point. Also, this was June in Texas, and I lived in a house with terrible, terrible air conditioning. So as he was telling me a story, I was just sitting in my desk chair with my full suit on. I was starting to get a little hot, so I slipped my hat off so that I could unzip the bodysuit. So on my suit, the zipper's actually in the front, which allows me to like get in and out of it pretty easily. Well, typically. So as he was talking, my zipper got like stuck, which happens somewhat frequently, but like it wouldn't come unstuck. So I tugged and like went back and forth, but it like kept getting stuck. And I felt myself starting to get pretty hot and then kind of panic as my friend was still talking. So I gave a big yank and, you know, the zipper broke the tooth off. And then I'm like, oh goodness, I'm stuck in here. This is how I die. However, I came to my senses, you know, out of the panic and was able to just like peel the suit off, like peel the zipper apart and then slip out. Phew. But darn it, broke my fursuit. My maker was super cool about doing the repair. We think it was just like a faulty zipper. So now even when my zipper does get stuck, it's able to come unstuck, you know, without breaking. So one downside to owning a suit is situations like this, where the suit behaves kind of like unpredictably. I hadn't ever even heard of a zipper breaking like that before, so it really came as a surprise. And it was a bit of a bummer to have to wait to like wear him again. But it got fixed, so now here I am, or here he is, whatever. What are other downsides to owning a suit? One I can think of pretty easily is how much effort it takes to actually get in and out of the suit. Like, it doesn't seem that bad, and it probably really isn't for people who don't wear their suit that often. But me, because of my content creation, I'm wearing Charlie almost like every day. And like I said, I put the full suit on by myself, so yeah. If you watch a lot of my content, you probably notice that I don't full suit too often. It's for a couple of reasons. One, it takes a lot of effort, and two, I don't want to like wear out the suit really fast. The more you wear the suit, the more it'll like wear down. So I don't want to like wear down my suit while we're all stuck like socially distancing. I like to wear them around friends and meetups once that stuff can happen again safely. So, at least in COVID world, another one of the downsides about owning a suit right now is that you can't really be social with it. At least in the ways we could before. Things that go without saying. The suit gets hot, and it gets hot fast. In between takes, I slip the head off and like fan myself, maybe drink some water. I just like don't go outside with him on. Remember, Texas. I'm so concerned about going to cons whenever those happen again. I mean, oh man, it's gonna be bad. And the other thing that goes without saying is the cost. Suits can be really expensive if you pay for them. I really suggest you really consider your finances before you commit to buying one, and maybe reach out to people you trust to kind of get their take on the situation to see if it's a wise decision. It's a big decision anyway, so you want to put a lot of thought into it. You can also, of course, build your own. There's lots of tutorials on how to do that. In terms of downsides, I'm sure there are other ones that I'm not thinking about right now, but these are the main ones I think about when it comes to owning a suit. Now, why own a suit at all? I mean, it's just like really awesome. You get to be your own character. It's so fun to just like walk around in one. It's like soft. Like Charlie is super soft. It's a way to be creative and express yourself. It's like a hobby within a hobby. Like you're a furry who is also a fursuiter. It's just really cool. Obviously, I think the pluses of owning a suit way outweigh the downsides. So yeah. This is my experience of owning a suit. It's not all bad, of course, but there are some issues that crop up every now and then. Ultimately, I'm so grateful to have Charlie, and I'm so grateful I get to make stuff like these videos. I greatly look forward to wearing him around my friends and being able to hang in more organic situations. Until then, I'll just keep roaming around online and making stuff like this. Thank you so much for watching my video. Also, thank y'all for the feedback that y'all gave me on my last video. I'm taking y'all's comments and considerations as I plan for future videos. So, there's actually one other question I want to pose to y'all now. How would you like this upload schedule? Vlogs are like these longer kind of videos on Saturdays, and then point of view videos on Tuesdays. Would y'all like that mix of content? Please let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please consider donating to Indigenous efforts, link in the doobly-doo. So yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!